Buick, Chevys cost less in Punxsutawney.
And welcome back to Moniteau as, again, DuBois set to take on the Moniteau Warriors here, again, in a must-win situation for the Beavers, sitting at 4-4. The Warriors come in with a record of 2-6. In their games, they've beaten Cameron County and they have beaten Bradford for their 2 wins. So, as we were saying before, hopefully TJ has the team set, prepped, ready to go. They've forgotten about what's behind them, and they're looking ahead. So, Dave, what do you think are some of the keys for DuBois in this game?
Well, defensively, I mean, when I look at Moniteau's offense, they've thrown 1 touchdown and 14 interceptions. They're not very good with their passing game, or at least they haven't been, but they're running for 4.6 yards per carry. So, obviously the key is stop the run, force them into long situations, and hopefully take advantage of their propensity to turn the ball over. Offensively, win the turnover battle, make smart decisions, control the line of scrimmage, and I think you have a good chance.
Yeah, I agree with that. DuBois, again, at times in their losses over the last 3 games, have had a difficult time stopping the run. I think they really need to control the line of scrimmage and stop the running game. Obviously, that seems to be Moniteau's bread and butter. Again, not much to worry about in the passing game, but in the on the ground, that's where the threat seems to be. So we'll take a quick break and be ready for the kickoff. You're listening to DuBois Beaver Football on Bigfoot Country.
DuBois High School football in Bigfoot Country brought to you by Nexter Bank, your community bank. Liberty Boulevard, DuBois. Proud to support our student athletes. Visit us at www.nexterbank.com. By Hoffer Realty Associates, your real estate center for the DuBois area. Serving DuBois, Treasure Lake, and surrounding areas. Good luck, Beavers. By Tri-County Performance. Tri-County Performance, Beaver Drive, DuBois, your Western snowplow dealer in DuBois, and proud to support our local athletes.
DuBois won the toss and deferred, and the Warriors will receive the football to start this game. Again, looking from our left as the Warriors take the field, getting set to take this kickoff. So DuBois comes out onto the field. So McAllister will set to kick off here.
One thing about this, John, is we have a much higher vantage point than normal. This press box, all the stands in back are set well up on a hill here, so it's very unusual for high school. It's like college press box look.
It really is. We're pretty high up here.
All right, getting set for the kickoff here. Referee has blown it in. And McAllister runs up, and a decent kick down to the 10. Taken there, 10, 15, out to the 20. Up the middle, 25, and driven backwards at about the 28-yard line. That's where Moniteau will take over here.
Brought down by Nissel on the carry. DuBois, good coverage. Moniteau will start out on the 29-yard line.
You see it, look. 28-yard line here for Moniteau. And the toss to the left. And that is Logan Campbell with the carry. And he picks up about 7. Big push there off the left side.
Yeah, a host of DuBois Beavers on that stop.
So give them 7, 7.5, call it second and a long 2 here. 2 backs behind him. There's a short toss and brought down for maybe a yard. I believe he's short of the first down marker. Should mention that the quarterback actually is the sophomore here, not their normal starter. Trent Beecham is the starter.
So Bullers and Gallagher on the stop. Flags on the play. Personal foul face mask against DuBois, so that'll tack on yardage and a first down for Moniteau.
Inauspicious start for the Beavers here. Moniteau will actually cross midfield here and be set up at the DuBois 47-yard line, 1st and 10. As I mentioned, that's Beecham at quarterback. Much of the year, it's been Vicinico at quarterback, but now they're going to hand it off to the left again, and that is to Campbell. And he is driven sideways for a loss of 1. I saw Zach Gallagher in there on the tackle. It's actually a good spot for Moniteau. I thought he lost more yardage. 2nd and 10. Beecham went the whole way to the sidelines to get his play here. Actually, I'm looking. This is one of the few fields left that doesn't have 25-second clock. Or 40. That's amazing.
Seeing that could be an issue if he's coming to the sideline every time.
There's a belly handoff on a fake jet sweep. Didn't see who had the carry there. But a gain of about 3.
Line.
Matt Martino on the carry. Martino's a senior. He's only carried the ball 25 times. But here's that 3rd and long we talked about, John, that DuBois really needs to make a play.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They need to keep him in 3rd and long situations.
So under center is Beecham. And back to pass. Pressure coming from his left. Pass complete. And running free. Finally driven out of bounds by Caden Clark, I believe, but not before he picked up about 25 yards down to the DuBois 20.
That was Cameron Hayes that forced him out of bounds.
It was a Hayes?
Yeah, it was Cameron Hayes that forced him out of bounds. Good gain all the way up to the Beavers' 23-yard line.
And just a mix-up in coverage there. I mean, there were Beavers around him, but nobody really stepped up to make a play.
Yeah, he was open out in the flat.
What were they in? So 1st and 10. Single back. Now it goes into a 2-back scenario. Fakes it, and the quarterback is rolling. He throws. He's got a man wide open. He throws it out of bounds. A break for DuBois. There was no coverage there. Pass intended for number 6, Ashton Grossman.
Yeah, he was wide open, but Zach Gallagher was beating down on him, and he had to throw it, and so he threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, he was. No, that's 2nd and 10. The yard line of scrimmage is officially the 23. Actually, I think that's again a good spot on that last pass for DuBois. I thought he had the 20. So 9:36 to go here in the first quarter. No score if you joined us late. And high formation behind Beecham here. And he hands it off left side again. Gain of about 3. Once again, 3rd and long set up for DuBois.
Down to the Beaver 20-yard line.
Yeah, Gallagher on the tackle. The Zach's having a good start to the game. He's getting a lot of pressure, holding up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 7. Under center again is Beecham. Wideouts each side and fakes the handoff. Pressure again and taken down for the sack. Taken down by Dalton Yale. Excellent play. Sets up 4th and about 15, maybe 14. Excellent play there.
A good stop by DuBois. Puts him in negative yardage back behind the 6. 4th down and 14 to go.
Obviously, they're going to go for it here. We have a shotgun, 3 wideouts to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side. Takes the snap, looking left, throws it, and almost intercepted, but they'll turn it over on down. So DuBois bends but doesn't break, and they get the ball on offense. And I'll give the home back to you, John.
All right. Yeah, good stop by DuBois, and almost a little bit of a mistake defensively. You don't want to intercept it there unless you feel like you can take it back quite a bit. At 4th down, you just pretty much want to knock it down and take the turnover on down. So DuBois will now take over on the 26 to 27-yard line. So DuBois comes out to start their first offensive drive. Cameron Hayes at quarterback. Two backs in the backfield in motion. The give to the left side.
I think Hayes was a wideout.
I was just corrected. You're right. That is Trey Wingard at quarterback. They have Cameron Hayes as a wideout. So TJ trying something a little bit different today. He's putting Trey Wingard in as the quarterback. Trey is a freshman. Hayes in motion, and the pitch is to Hayes, going to the right side, first down and more, all the way out to the 43-yard line. So nice sweep. First down, DuBois. Move the chains.
Well blocked, and that's a good use of Hayes' speed. I mean, he is one of the leading rushers for DuBois. So good play, and first down for the Beavers.
So again, TJ Wingard mixing things up today, going with a different quarterback, again in a must-win game. So far, they're moving it on the ground. Okay, Park in motion, handoff, give is to Brandon Orr. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Like Martino on the tackle, and if he doesn't get him, he's going to probably break free for 7 or 8 yards. So really strong tackle by Martino.
So again, DuBois trying to insert their will, want to take advantage of their size difference and try to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Penn State fans know about the line of scrimmage importance from last weekend. Oh, what Michigan did with the line of scrimmage.
Definitely. First pass attempt by Wingard falls incomplete, intended for Coker.
He had him. I mean, there was space there, but it just was an inaccurate pass. No other way to say it.
Yeah, they weren't on the same page there. Coker took a step back, and Trey threw it in front of him. So now it's 3rd down and 10. Back to pass. Over the middle. Caught. Number 3, Cameron Hayes. First down and more, down to the 30-yard line.
Full stop on the coverage if I have the number right, but got to give Hayes a lot of credit. I mean, it's got to sting a little bit that he's not a quarterback, but, you know, he's making big plays anyway on offense, so good for him.
He is, and I think what you have here is you have another able quarterback, and that adds another dimension to your receiver corps, putting Hayes out there.
Well, and you know, Trey's a freshman, so you're looking at the future. You know? So it's interesting that he's getting a chance here, and that was an excellent pass.
Yes, it was. Great pass right up the middle, hit him in stride. So again, first down and 10 from the 29-yard line. Wingard hands off to number 21, Dalton Yale. Falls forward for a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, there just wasn't much there on that play. Yale got as much as he could, but weren't able to really get a big crease that time.
So Trey, again, he's actually went over to the sideline, too, to get the play. He's now in the huddle. Again, that's odd for us. I've never seen that. I haven't seen that in a long time where there's no play clock.
It's so old school.
Very much so. 2 backs in the backfield, pistol formation. Wingard takes the snap, hands off to Yale up the middle. Take it back. That was number 36, Austin Henry on the carry. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Better push that time off the left side. He was probably 2 or 3 yards downfield before he was touched. So gives them in 3rd and short, obviously 4-down territory.
Okay, hard count here by Wingard. Now he checks his wrist for the play. And two running backs in the backfield. Man in motion sets. Rolls out to his right. The pass fires. And they're calling incomplete. Good pass draped by the defender.
That was pretty impressive because, Wingard had a lot of pressure on him as he rolled out there, and that was an accurate pass. The coverage was pretty good. Unfortunately, just couldn't hold it.
Yeah, pass was intended to Caden Clark. Now it brings up 4th down and 5. It's go territory. So 4-down territory here. Wingard back to pass. Fires over the middle. Incomplete. Intended for Cameron Hayes. It will be a turnover on down, so the chess match continues. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to DuBois Beaver football on Bigfoot Country.
DuBois Beaver High School football in Bigfoot Country is brought to you by DWC Express Care. For all your express and employer health needs, Watson Highway DuBois, proud supporter of our local athletics. Abraxas Youth and Family Services in Marionville, changing behavior, changing lives. Help change lives at Abraxas Youth and Family Services, proud supporter of DuBois High School football. The DuBois Area United Way. You can be on the team to help the less fortunate in our area. With your help, the DuBois Area United Way is meeting the needs of the area's nonprofit agencies. Go Beavers!
Okay, back with you here. 2nd down run here, right up the middle for pretty much no gain. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 4. You missed a 4-yard run on 1st down there. Apologize, it's having a few minor technical difficulties here, so bear with us. Where this field is not great for wireless transmission, but doing the best we can here. So we say 3rd down and about 6 for Moniteau on their 29-yard line. 3:27 and counting in the first quarter. No score. And man goes in motion. He tosses it. Now it might be a double pass. He does try to throw it, and that was well covered. That was an attempted pass by Logan Campbell on the toss. And DuBois had it pretty well sniffed out, had a lot of pressure on him, and that's going to set up a 4th down situation, likely a punt.
Yeah, DuBois had that well covered, almost intercepted it by number 11, Ben Hickman. Brings up 4th down.
Well, they're huddling up. I would assume they're going to. Yeah, they're going to. Okay, so it looks like number 16. And good snap and high short punt, short of the 50, and gets a DuBois bounce, and they down it at the 45. So maybe a 17-yard punter thereabouts, and DuBois will take over in really good field position, John.
Yeah, battle of field position now, switching towards DuBois' way. DuBois will start their 2nd drive of the game from the 45-yard line with a short field. Now again, 1 1st down. I think it's 4-down territory again. So you got to like the battle of field position.
Full house backfield.
Full house backfield. Running back slips. That was number 21, Dalton Yale, on the carry. Took 2 steps, tried to cut left, and feet came out from under him. So loss of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 11.
Good tackle by number 55. Unfortunately, 55 is not on my chart of names, so I'm not sure who it was. Good tackle.
Yeah, sometimes what you get off of max preps isn't always the best. That's right. So under center, rolling out to his right is Wingard. Fakes it. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to gain probably 3 yards or 4 yards from that. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
The thing I noticed there, the last play, the running back slipped, and now on this play, the wide receiver to that side was coming out of his break and slipped, and that's what forced him to have to run. I wonder if there's a cleat issue for DuBois. Maybe we don't play that much on natural grass. Maybe they're just not used to it.
Yeah, that's something to keep an eye on. So that could be a factor for DuBois here continuing in this game. 3rd down and 7. Now Wingard rolling to his left. He's a lot of pressure. They're going to call that an incomplete pass. That was borderline whether it was a pass or a fumble. They're calling it incomplete, so it'll bring up 4th down and 7.
That's a huge break for DuBois. The referee was right on it. The white hat has that responsibility in that situation, and he came in right away and said it was incomplete. But if he would have called it a fumble, I wouldn't argue too much with him. It was really close.
Yeah, that could have definitely gone either way. I do think his arm was coming forward, but depending on when that ball comes out.
No replays, so that's a really hard call for an official.
Absolutely. So DuBois is going to go for it. Looks like on 4th down. Wingers in the shotgun. Cameron Hayes in motion, circles around into the backfield now, and he's swinging out to the right. And a toss out over the left, and it is incomplete, almost intercepted.
Either way,
either way, yeah, that's going to be a turnover on downs, whether it was complete or not complete, because he wasn't past the 6 anyway.
And that was kind of an inexperienced mistake for the whole way from the time the play started. And, they just had it covered up. So 1st down and 10 for Moniteau at about their 43. And give Moniteau credit. They read that play very well. They were all over it.
Yeah, absolutely. They had him covered out in the flat. They weren't going to be able to get 1st down there, even if he completes that. I think he's taking that right away.
Saw formation and Beecham and handoff to the fullback. He gets 2, another boost maybe to 3 yards. And that's Martino again. So call it 2nd and 7. Clock running, 1:28 to go, 1st quarter. Still no score.
So a good push up front by Moniteau. I give them credit. They moved the pile forward by 4 yards.
They're hanging in there on the line of scrimmage, that's for sure. So 2nd and 7, and toss, and tries to cut back, but the DuBois Beavers swarm all over him for no gain.
Zach Gallagher on the stop in the backfield. Maybe a loss of 1. Yeah, loss of 1 on the play, 3rd down now.
I thought there might have been a cutback lane, but luckily DuBois filled it very quickly. Really good coming to the ball there. So here's that 3rd and long again. Well, we have a second. It's good to be back on the air, John. I want to thank Bigfoot for giving me the chance. I really enjoy this, and it's great to be here with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said when we got here, I think you and I would do well together, and it's great to have you here.
So back to pass now as Beecham. He's rolling out. He makes the throw. It's complete, I believe, to Martino, and never do get him to the ground. They do take him out of bounds, but that's going to be a 1st down.
Yeah, Nissel forces them out of bounds, but not before they have a 1st down from Moniteau.
About a 10-yard gain down to the 43 of DuBois. 21 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. Clock is stopped as he went out of bounds.
The DuBois will have to make an adjustment here. I don't think they were worried about the threat of the pass. So obviously there is a bit of a threat of a pass, so TJ will have to come up with a game plan to stop that.
Well, I should point out that they have 14 interceptions, but they were all by the other quarterback. And now here's a run off the right side for about 3 yards. And once again, Big V, Zach Gallagher on the tackle.
And so both teams employing the same strategy, going with a different quarterback than normal, trying to get things turned around in the right direction.
That'll be the end of the quarter with no score from Moniteau. And we'll be right back. You're listening to DuBois Beaver football on Bigfoot Country.
DuBois Beavers High School football in Bigfoot Country is brought to you by DeLulo Transport, a family-owned and operated company providing reliable transportation services with headquarters in DuBois. If you're interested in joining the DeLulo team, call 814-503-4131. Stop by the office, 349 DuBois Street, or visit DeLuloTransport.com. DuBois Burger King. Visit DuBois Burger Let's go, Beavers!
DuBois Beavers High School football in Bigfoot Country is brought to you by the Greater DuBois Area Chamber of Commerce, serving 14 municipalities to make life better. Proud to support all of our local businesses and our area youth athletes, too. The DuBois Hampton Inn, near the DuBois Mall. We're proud to support DuBois High School football and all youth athletics. The DuBois Hampton Inn, phone 375-1000. We love you here. Subway of DuBois. Irresistible Subway series. Build a delicious DuBois inside DuBois Mall and South Brady Street. Go Beavers!
All right, back with your Moniteau. And here to Moniteau, and they get about 4 more on it, down to 5.
Coker in on the tackle, also along with number 11, Ben Hickman.
Yeah, back with the carry there on that toss to the left. 3rd and 2, we'll call it.
Let's say a long 2.
Long 2, I would say. Long 2, short 3.
Yep.
And 1 back. Now they put a man in motion, and they toss it to that wing back. I believe that's Campbell again.
He's going to be close to a first down.
I think he's maybe a half yard short.
They're already calling 4th down,
Yep.
so they already put the down marker to 4th and 1.
The other thing about this field, I mean, besides not having 40-second clocks, is no individual hash marks. I mean, this is really, it takes me back to when I started officiating. You just don't see this in varsity football anymore.
No, absolutely. Again, for those of you that don't know, Dave spent a number of years as an official. So here again, it makes it a little bit more difficult for us to try to figure out where the yardage is.
That's
So it looks like it's about the 33. Need to get to the 32.
And look down. Oh, and we got a flag. I think it might be on DuBois. They kind of came across.
Yeah, that hard count worked.
Yeah, and so they get a free first down by penalty.
Yeah, DuBois needs to tighten.
Got to be frustrating. And beats him, and he gives it to number 8. Nice play there. Was that Big Z again? Yes, it was.
Gallagher on the tackle in the backfield. He drove him back. The initial contact was about 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so it'll be a second down. Call it 13, about 3 yards behind line of scrimmage.
It looked like that handoff was to Hunter Stalker, who was their leading rusher. But really, really good penetration there by Gallagher. So second down. Double wing formation again. Take the man in motion. They stop. They take it. Man, but he threw it low for Martino.
Yeah. Coverage on the play by number 38, Carter Wilson. I think he would have been dropped fairly shortly after that anyway, but out a little bit out in front of him, couldn't make a catch, 3rd down.
This is talked about it. We're going to keep talking about these 3rd and long situations. You've got to find a way to get that stop. Now, obviously, that's 4-down territory here, deep in DuBois territory. So here we go. Under center, back pass is getting a lot of pressure here. He's trying to get it out of the way as it throws it up to Martino. Luckily, it's out of speed and incomplete. There were Beavers here.
Pressure on that play by number 5, Lyndon Schrock, and number 18, Garrett Nissel, in his face. He had to let it go and errant pass, 4th down. Here again, 4-down territory for the Warriors.
Yeah, DuBois is really in the catbird seat here, though. You have to figure they're going to have to put it up. Really good pressure up the middle that time. Really disrupted that play. So shotgun here for Beecham. 2 wideouts to each side with a sidecar. And he does a little quick kick, a little punt, and it rolls into the end zone. That's a break for DuBois. It was a really good kick.
Touchback on the play, so DuBois will take over. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to DuBois Beaver Football on Bigfoot Country.
Need new flooring? Jim Celabuto's Everything Underfoot's warehouse sale is underway now. Clearance prices on waterproof vinyl, waterproof thick flooring, carpet, all on sale. Remnants are buy one, get one free. Installed carpet is on sale. Buy now, install early next year. Stop or call for details. Only the very best flooring and tile and expert installation and customized service. That's why your friends and family buy at Everything Underfoot. Call or stop in soon. Jim Celabuto's Everything Underfoot, Beaver Grove, Beaver Drive, DuBois.
And toss out to number 21 on 1st down. That is Dalton Yale. For a 1st down, gain of 10 on the play, and they're moving the stick.
Excellent play there. Really good hard run by Yale and excellent blocking on the left side. Really caved in the defense over there.
So what happens here is, DuBois starting to spread out the offense there. Hopefully that opens some doors up the middle as well. Spreading out this offense. Trey in the backfield. And up the middle. That's Dalton Yale again. Push, gain of 5 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
Excellent call by you, John. That spread out from out. They did take it up the middle. Good push again by the line. 5 easy yards.
Well, that's definitely what you want on first down. Again, this is all about positive yardage on first down is huge football.
This clock's winding right along. 8:47 to go here in the second quarter. Still no score.
Yeah, I hate to jinx it, but it was a really quick first quarter, and it's going pretty quick in the second quarter as well. That's the kick of death. Now we go slow from here on out, Dave. So handoff up the middle to the up man. Austin Henry, first down and more. Brought down at the 47-yard line.
How about the line of scrimmage? DuBois is Henry versus
DuBois again.
The other thing they're set up for here, if they want, sooner or later, is a play-action pass. I mean, they're going to start sneaking up to try to stop that.
Yeah, that will be open and available. Again, a pitch to the left. A pitch to the right. Dalton Yale. 10 yards on that carry for another Beaver first down.
Moniteau is well downfield. Now, that time, his legs put him out there, but line of scrimmage holds DuBois again. Like what I'm seeing on this drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming a little bit towards the outside, both left and right. And again, that just spreads that offense or spreads that defense out to, makes it a little bit more difficult to defend.
Yeah. Set up to first down here.
Okay, Wingard in the shotgun, pistol formation. Man in motion, set. Pitch to the left. To number 18. Again, first down and more. To the 25, to the 20, and down inside the 20. Garrett Nissel on the carry.
I've got to call out Ben Hickman there. That looked like the defense was going to be on him, and Hickman made an excellent kick-out block to spring him, or he was going to be stuck for a loss.
Yeah, and also another great cut by Nissel, taking that more to the outside to gain another 6 or 7 yards after initial contact.
Clock's still running, coming down on 7 minutes to go here in the quarter.
So again, let's at 7-minute mark. Trey Wingard in the shotgun pistol formation. Hickman in motion, sets, and the give again is to Nissel. All the way in. Touchdown, DuBois Beavers.
Sean, I got to tell you, there was a line big enough that you or I could have gone through at that time. They absolutely destroyed the right side of the defensive front for Moniteau. That was very impressive.
Yeah, that's nice job by the DuBois Beaver line on this drive. Really, really great push by the DuBois Beaver offensive line.
They really imposed their will. They really did.
Absolutely.
Looks like Wingard to hold.
Wingard to hold. Hold is good. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So McAllister hits the point after 6 minutes and 46 seconds left. DuBois 7, Moniteau 0. You're listening to DuBois Beaver Football on Bigfoot Country.
When plowing is your profession, it's up to you to keep the world moving through winter's worst. Less time worrying about your equipment is more time for clearing lots. So we'll cut to the chase. Only Western builds efficiency into every feature of our plows and spreaders. With more than 65 years of experience behind us, Western knows what it takes to take on all the depths of winter. More jobs done faster. See your local Western dealer, Tri-County Performance, Beaver Drive, DuBois.
Hi, my name is Dan Richards, and I'm a physical therapist assistant at the brand new Radius Physical Therapy in DuBois. I speak for our entire staff when I say that we take pride in caring for the people of the Tri-County area. When you're in need of physical therapy, we can schedule you an appointment within 24 hours, and we promise to treat you like we would treat one of our own family members. So if you need physical therapy, stop by and see us in the Sandy Plaza near Hobby Lobby. Give us a call at Radius Physical Therapy, 814-913-0217, or check us out on the web at radiuspt.com.
All right, and just back in time for the kickoff, it was muffed and picked up by Moniteau at about the 10, and they run it out to about the 26, 27. Pretty decent return after muffing the kick there, but they're set up here. Looks like number 28, Cole Scott on the return, a freshman for Moniteau.
So a good time for DuBois. DuBois usually starts to relax and play a little bit better with the lead. To me, in some of the games they played this year, they seem to press a little bit as they get behind. So DuBois definitely plays better from the lead.
Hey, got to get a stop here. You want to let that lead stand up there for a little bit. First down, back to pass is Beecham. He's going deep, and coverage incomplete there. Pretty good coverage.
Cameron Hayes on the defense on that.
It was close to interference, but I thought he was playing the ball pretty well. So,
actually, I think that was Koger.
I think it might have been Koger.
Yeah.
It's tough where we're at to see two versus three.
It is.
So much further away.
We're so high up right here. If you can see the Facebook feed, you get an idea how high up we are.
So that sets up 2nd and 10. And interesting that they'd be that aggressive on first down, but now they set up two backs behind Beecham. And there's the toss to the left. Again, a lot of room this time. Run down from behind. But that was Campbell again.
Nice job by Nissel. He came out of nowhere to make a stop after a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, he did a nice shot on him in the pursuit because there was a big hole. And I actually thought that Campbell was a little bit too tentative there for Moniteau.
Yeah, and then another shout out for everybody here listening on or watching on Facebook and Instagram.
All right, 3rd down and 8. Under center again is Beecham. Fakes the handoff, front back to pass. Has time. Now he's rolling, looking deep, and incomplete. Good coverage downfield that time.
Yeah, coverage there by Cameron Hayes. Ball falls incomplete just past him. No real receiver in the area.
So 4th down and 8, and one would expect a punt here from their own 29.
Yeah, like you said, Dave, that's what really DuBois needed. They want to have a good 3 and out after a nice long scoring drive, kind of take possession of this game.
Yep. Let that lead stand up there for a little bit.
So a good amount of time left on the clock after DuBois gets the ball back here. So hopefully we can score going into the half.
It's like number 16, Connor Alfredo, to punt. Good snap. Better kick this time. And is caught at the 45 and run back to about the 48 of Moniteau.
Brendan Orr on the reception takes it out again just past midfield. The DuBois will set up again on the short field. There you go. We'll stick here as DuBois is just about to get the play in. So again, first down, Beavers on the 48-yard line. Wingard again in the pistol formation. Then you have Hickman in motion. He sets behind the left guard. Toss out. First down and more. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Beavers. Dalton Yale. Touchdown for DuBois.
Excellent blocking, but I sure thought I saw a block in the back on the far side. I guess we'll find out what they have.
There is laundry on the field. They're calling it a hold against the Beavers.
I didn't see the hold, but that's flagging our wide out on the far side.
So this will come back. Spot of the foul is the 43. So there's a holding call to be 10 yards from there.
Yep. Set up about 1st and 16
maybe, yeah. Somewhere around there.
It's a shame because it was a great run there by Yale. I mean, he got to the edge, and then he just outran everyone.
Yeah, he really did. I don't think they needed to hold. I think he was there anyway. So that's football. That happens from time to time. I'm sure that doesn't make Mr. Wingard happy, but
especially because there's not been very many of those kind of penalties called in this game. I mean, offside is one thing, but you have not seen very many holds blocked in the back. In fact, I don't think there's been any. So,
yeah, I mean, and that's a testament to the way he coaches. I recall back to the first game, there were no penalties at all for DuBois on the first game.
First and 15 was called here.
Wingard takes the snap, gives it to the up man, straight up the middle. That's Nissel, straight up the middle, gain of almost 10, gain of 9, let's call it. So that'll bring up second down and 6.
Yeah, and again, you know, DuBois really taking ownership of the line of scrimmage. They really blew them off the ball there, and I love the way both Gale and Nissel are running stuff. They're just so much energy and purpose to it.
It is, and again, testimony to the DuBois offensive line. They're bringing them for positive yardage. So again, Hickman in motion, stops behind the guard. Give is to number 36, Austin Henry. No real gain on the play, maybe a gain of 1. That's going to bring up third down and 6.
And that time, that was a slow developing play, and it just didn't seem like Henry hit the hole as fast as we've been seeing. And you've got to give Moniteau credit. They filled the hole very nicely there.
Yeah, they did. And you talk about running with purpose. That's right. That was a little bit slower in developing, and Moniteau was all over it. The third down and 7 here at the 44-yard line.
Just over 4 minutes to go in the quarter.
So again, pistol formation, Hickman in motion. Snap, the give, straight up the middle again to Nissel. Gains close to the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up fourth down, maybe a long 3.
Yeah, well, 2 or 3 long 2. It's significant, but obviously I think with under 4 minutes now in opponent's territory, I think they'll go for it.
I think so too. I mean, they've done a good job of stopping Moniteau. So even if you're giving them a little bit of a short field with this amount of time left, you're counting on the fact that you can stop them if you don't make this fourth down.
Show some confidence to your offense and trust your defense if they don't get it. So I agree with this call.
Yeah, absolutely. Hickman in motion again. Snap, and the give is to the back, and first down and more. Yale, 10, 5.
Yep.
Touchdown, Dalton Yale.
What a fantastic run again. Just, again, outran the defense to the corner, good blocking at the point of attack, and he was gone. No flags this time.
Nope, that's the first thing I check for. No laundry on the field. This one's going to stand. So again, now we have McAllister coming in to attempt the extra point. And we have Wingard on the hold. Kick is up, and it is good with 3:09 left in the first half. DuBois 14, Moniteau 0. You're listening to DuBois Beaver Football on Bigfoot Country.
Hi, it's Mike from DeLulo Transport in DuBois. DeLulo Transport has immediate openings for full-time and part-time non-CDL drivers for our FedEx division. These are local, home daily, package delivery positions that service the Brockway, Brookville, 21 years of age, and all training will be provided. If you're interested in joining our team, give us a call, 814-503-4131. Stop by the office at 349 DuBois Street or find us at delulotransport.com.
All right, back with you here, 14-0. DuBois leading Moniteau as they get set for the kickoff here. McAllister sets the tee up. The officials a little bit slower getting the ball up this time. They must have had a conference after the score. So again, 3:09 to go here, so Moniteau has enough time to work with if they are able to mount a challenge. The referee has blown it in play. And here's the run-up and the kick. And Back to about the 10-yard line, taken there, 15, 20, up the right side, 25, out to the 30, still moving the pile, and finally down to the 33. A really good push there by Moniteau.
Now, a host of Beavers on that stop. 2 minutes, 58 seconds left for the Warriors to mount a charge. Stick around at halftime for the Brackman Chevrolet halftime show.
The line of scrimmage is the 33. If memory serves, DuBois will get the ball in the second half because they defer.
That is correct.
So that's always a good
second half.
I always like getting the ball in the second half, no matter what. There's a fumble on the snap, picked up and taken down for a loss of about a yard. I believe that was number 8, Stalker. Yes, it was. Looked like it was going to be a direct snap to him, and he just messed it up.
Yeah, stopped by Deeb and Carter Wilson on that play. Nice pursuit by the DuBois Beavers.
I mean, that play was kind of so messed up from the start. I presume that was meant for him, but the fact that he didn't seem ready for it gives me pause. But in any case, really kind of a busted play from the start. The second and a long 10, maybe 11. Clock running, coming down on 2:15 to go here. And then it's a direct snap to the back, and this time it is Martino. And he is taken down after a gain of about 5. But if you're DuBois, you'll give him that because time is the enemy of Moniteau. Now, actually, DuBois calls a timeout here. So,
okay, you can send it out.
Okay, we'll take it back for a real quick break. You're listening to DuBois Beaver football on Bigfoot Country.
Need new flooring? Jim Celabuto's Everything Underfoot's warehouse sale is underway now. Clearance prices on waterproof vinyl, waterproof thick flooring, carpet, all on sale. Remnants are buy one, get one free. Installed carpet is on sale. Buy now, install early next year. Stop or call for details. Only the very best flooring and tile and expert installation and customized service. That's why your friends and family buy at Everything Underfoot. Call or stop in soon. Jim Celabuto's Everything Underfoot, Beaver Grove, Beaver Drive, DuBois.
From Moniteau, Dave Glass, John Schneider here, and we set up a 3rd and 7. DuBois took that time out, obviously trying to get the stop here and press the pedal to the metal right before the half. I don't think I'd have done that. I'd have taken that 14-0 lead and been happy with it. If Moniteau wants to run the clock out, then that's great, especially getting the second half kickoff. But so now it's 3rd down, Beecham under center, back to pass, rolls to his right, pressure, he throws over the middle, and it is intercepted, I believe. It is intercepted.
Brendan Orr.
They're calling it complete. Guy here. One said it complete.
Well, they're marking it down there, so 1st down for DuBois.
Interception, Brendan Orr, 1st down, DuBois, 1 minute, 48 seconds left. We've got time in a short field for DuBois to do something with it.
Well, that's the gamble pays off for DuBois. They call a timeout, force the pass, and now they have a chance to maybe cash it in.
So one back in the backfield. It's Brendan Orr lined up to Trey Wingard's right. Quick shuffle pass to Cameron Hayes. He cuts back from the middle of the field, and he's going to go down. Loss of maybe 1 on the play to 2 yards. Looks like a 2-yard loss. So tried to cut back, and he just went down on a knee in his cutback.
Martino on the tackle for Moniteau. I get nervous when wideouts try to do that cutback because that's when you get blocks in the back because the linemen aren't ready for that.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 12. Wingard in the shotgun, drops back, passes up the middle. Pass is complete to Cameron Hayes. 1st down and more. Down all the way to the 12-yard line.
Excellent pass show, but no coverage at all. I mean, Hayes was wide open.
Yeah, that zone coverage, and he snuck right in the middle of that zone, and there was no coverage. He had plenty of running room after he caught that pass.
Give Trey credit. He found him right away, and then good legs from Hayes. It really set up now. Clock winding now, 1:03 to go.
So Wingard in the shotgun. Hands off to Brendan Orr, straight up the middle. 5, touchdown, Brendan Orr. 12 yards from the line of scrimmage with 55 seconds left in the first half. DuBois marches down the field, and the score is now 20 and waiting on the extra point attempt.
That's really, DuBois really taking control of this game, really grabbing it the bull by the horns here. You got to give the coaching staff credit. I wouldn't have called the timeout. They did. They turned it into 7 points, and they're in great shape now. And here's the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good.
Yeah, the kick is good. So, McAllister hits the extra point with 55 seconds left. DuBois Beavers 21, Moniteau Warriors nothing. You're listening to DuBois Beaver football on Bigfoot Country.
Out-of-town guests coming in for a reunion, celebration, or family function? Make them feel at home at the DuBois Hampton Inn. Group rates are available for your guests, and a clean, comfortable room is a promise. Meeting and banquet rooms are available. Enjoy the indoor pool, and we have wireless internet too. Start your day right with Hampton's free hot breakfast. Call us 814-375-1000. That's 814-375-1000. The DuBois Hampton Inn. We love having you here.
Bob with you here. 21-0 DuBois leads with 55 seconds to go before the half. And as we said, that first quarter a little bit iffy, but once DuBois finally broke the seal, they've really dominated this game, and the run up for the kick. And down to about the 13-yard line, fumbled again, picked up at the 15, 20, 25, and taken down at the 27-yard line. Looks like Cole Scott again on the return.
So good coverage by the Beavers. The kick is not going to usually amount to a very good return. We did make it about 10 yards before he ran into a wall of Beavers.
I'll tell you, they've had a lot of, I'll call fumble luck as Moniteau. It keeps bouncing right back into their arms. That's the third or fourth time that's happened, and they haven't really paid a huge price for it yet. So it'll be interesting to see if they get aggressive and try to pass here and gain some big yardage, or if they just go to the half. Looks like they're in the shotgun. They're going to try to pass, and they throw outside. Very dangerous pass attempt to Logan Campbell into a lot of traffic. Was incomplete.
Yeah, well, Hickman on the coverage there almost intercepted it. I think if he would have looked to his left, I think it would have been right to his hand.
And if he gets it, it might have caught them off guard enough. He might have been able to bring it back. But 2nd and 10, 42 seconds to go before the half.
Yeah, I think Hickman was looking at the block where the ball was going.
Which, that's his job. I mean, he was doing his job.
Yep, absolutely.
So, looks like shotgun again, 2 sidecars, 2 wide out to the near side, 1 to the far side. And there's a snap, back to throw, looking left, now rolls right, and he's got some room, and that closes quickly, gets a gain of about 2, and he's down at the 30. Clock running, 30 seconds to go. They have 3 timeouts, this Moniteau, not using any yet.
Shaw Reed, and the familiar name Zach Gallagher on the tackle.
Big Z. I'm surprised neither team's calling a timeout here. I figured somebody would, and finally Moniteau says, okay, we'll do it. So we'll take a real quick break with them. You're listening to DuBois Beaver football on Bigfoot Country.
DuBois Beavers High School football in Bigfoot Country is brought to you by Joe's Tuck Shop. When you need to look your best, just go to Joe's. Proud supporter of the DuBois Beavers. And DuBois Regional Cardiology Associates with locations in Clearfield, DuBois, Brookville, St. Mary's, and Punxsutawney. Proud to support our local student athletes.
We're back with you here. 3rd down and 8, 16 seconds to go. Each team has 2 timeouts remaining. And the ball is just shy of the Moniteau 30 here. So the DuBois, after, like I say, a shaky first quarter with giving up some 3rd down plays, they've done an excellent job shutting down these 3rd and longs over the last, 3 or 4 series, John, I'd say.
Yeah, the adjustments definitely worked. Yeah, that's, again, the chess match of a football game. The coaches start to figure out, what they need to do to stop the other team. DuBois has done a great job of that.
Well, and you figure Moniteau is probably a little bit of a fragile team. They're 2-6. They've gotten beaten up a little bit. So I figured if we got a lead on him, we'd be able to do something like this. Shotgun, 3 wideouts to the left side. He's looking that way. Now he's rolling left, trying to throw across his butt. He's got a man wide open, and he drops it. Oh, DuBois is so lucky there. Ashton Grossman was wide open.
And would have been a first down if he comes down with it.
There was nobody near him, but it was a good throw. I mean, it hit him right in the hands, and he dropped it.
So 8 seconds left.
8 seconds, and 4th down and 8. And one would presume they'll kick it away here. Interesting to see if DuBois will set a return or try to bring a. They're in punt formation. They try to put a punt rush on here, and the snap is good. No real rush. Low kick. Gets a Moniteau bounce and goes out of bounds at about the 43 of DuBois. 2 seconds on the clock, and I imagine that they'll probably just sit on it here.
Yeah, I think you want to knee it here. Take the 21-0 lead into halftime.
Yeah, you've had a great second quarter. Don't ruin it here by doing something crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, DuBois is one of those teams where they play well with the lead. So, why not just be a little bit conservative right here, take it into the locker room.
And you get the ball in the third quarter.
Yeah,
you can really come out, make a statement, and really put this thing to bed. But we'll see what they have in mind.
Well, before we have a timeout, Moniteau, we'll take a quick break. We'll be back with you. You're listening to DuBois Beaver football on Bigfoot Country.
DuBois Beavers High School football in Bigfoot Country is brought to you by Jim Stellabuto's Everything Underfoot. Warehouse sale underway now. Installed carpet sale underway now. Stop in soon. Everything Underfoot is proud to support DuBois area high school football. McDonald's of DuBois. McDelivery on the DoorDash app. Get all your favorites delivered right to your door. McDonald's of DuBois, proud sponsor of DuBois area high school football. And Brackman Chevrolet Buick. Chevys cost less in Punxsutawney.
Back to here from Moniteau. 2 seconds to go, and since they're not kneeing it, one would think that they might try something rather exotic here. With 2 seconds on your own 43.
So a quick pickup by the Moniteau coaches. They saw something that they didn't feel like DuBois was going to take a knee, so they called timeout to try to get something lined up to defend.
Yeah, if I were Moniteau, I'd have about 6 defenders about 30 yards downfield. That's the only thing that can really hurt you. And they fumble
on the play, and falls on it, and that'll take us to halftime. So we'll take a break. Stick around for the Brackman Chevrolet halftime show. You're listening to DuBois Beaver football on Bigfoot Country.
DuBois High School football in Bigfoot Country brought to you by Nexter Bank, your community bank. Liberty Boulevard, DuBois. Proud to support our student athletes. Visit us at www.nexterbank.com. By Hoffer Realty Associates, your real estate center for the DuBois area. Serving DuBois, Treasure Lake, and surrounding areas. Good luck, Beavers. By Tri-County Performance. Tri-County Performance, Beaver Drive, DuBois, your Western snowplow dealer in DuBois, and proud to support our local athletes.
DuBois Beaver High School football in Bigfoot Country is brought to you by DWC Express Care. For all your express and employer health needs, Watson Highway DuBois, proud supporter of our local athletics. Abraxas Youth and Family Services in Marionville, changing behavior, changing lives. Help change lives at Abraxas Youth and Family Services, proud supporter of DuBois High School football. The DuBois Area United Way. You can be on the team to help the less fortunate in our area. With your help, the DuBois Area United Way is meeting the needs of the area's nonprofit agencies. Go Beavers!
DuBois Beavers High School football in Bigfoot Country is brought to you by DeLulo Transport, a family-owned and operated company providing reliable transportation services with headquarters in DuBois. If you're interested in joining the DeLulo team, call 814-503-4131. Stop by the office, 349 DuBois Street, or visit DeLuloTransport.com. DuBois Burger King. Visit DuBois Burger King for a hot and delicious sausage or bacon, egg, and cheese croissant sandwich. Get 2 for just $5. Bloom Electric Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning, providing sales and service to both residential and commercial businesses. When you call, we get moving. 814-375-0884. Let's go, Beavers.
This is Bigfoot Country. WIFT DuBois Clearfield, WKFT Strattonville Clarion. This is Bigfoot Country. This is Bigfoot Country.
Hello everyone, Jeffrey from Brackman Chevrolet Buick in Punxsutawney. We are huge advocates of youth sports. Without coaches and all the helpers, it wouldn't be possible. The teamwork, camaraderie, goal setting, the learning how to deal with disappointment. These are all skills that our children are learning by being involved in youth athletics, but it wouldn't be possible without these coaches and staff. So when you see them, shake their hand, say thank you for making a sacrifice for our kids, because they are helping give our next generation of leaders the skills they need to succeed. And remember, Chevys cost less than Punxsy.
Welcome back to Bigfoot, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the first half between DuBois and Moniteau. It's time for the Brackman Chevrolet and Buick of Punxsutawney halftime show, and we're going to start right now. We're with Athletic Director Chuck Farah, as always, so we're going to start where we always do. Get an update on the fall sports, Chuck.
Yeah, Devin, this is our last week here of regular season for everything but football. So we're getting ready to tune up for playoffs. Just touching basic football. We know we're at varsity-wise there. Our JV football team bounced back from that varsity loss on Friday. We got a nice 18-14 win over Central Clarion on Monday night. Trey Wingard threw a touchdown pass to Isaiah Corney with 1.4 seconds left to go in the game to give us the win there. So that was nice to see. Middle school football, they lost their first game of the season to Mount Nittany last week, 16-8. Well-fought game there against a tough opponent. So, they're looking really good. Girls volleyball, they're finishing up the regular season here. They're 15-1, heading to the playoffs next week. Should be the number one seed in the 3A girls volleyball playoffs. Speaking of which, we got girls soccer, boys soccer, both wrapping up their seasons. Girls soccer team at 14-3, they'll be headed as the number one seed in the District 9 AAA playoffs there. Boys are 8-9. They're going to head to the playoffs there as well. They'll probably be the 2 or the 3 seed in the AAA playoffs. Girls tennis, their team championships will be this weekend. They'll be out on Saturday. They're going to Erie to face the District 10 champ, and we'll see how they fare up there. Then cross country will have their district championships next weekend. We'll have the girls. They're a 3A team. They're going to go into Titusville with District 10 and District 8. Then the boys, who are a 2A team, they'll go to Ridgeway and compete up there. And the girls are, a big favorite, possibly win the district title there. And the boys, we've won the last 2 district titles up there, but lost a lot of kids the last couple of years, but hopefully have a good showing this year.
Yeah, lots of continued success. We've been talking about all these teams all year long, and it's just great to see everybody still competing. And once again, congratulations to everybody, and just love to see the wins keep coming, and everybody doing a great job here. Some in the postseason. So as always, congratulations everybody, and keep up the good work. And so now we're getting into that time of year, Chuck. The playoffs are rolling around, especially when we're talking about specifically football. And yeah, we're banging on the doorstep. We still got some work to do. 4-4 football team right now. So let's talk about the playoffs a little bit. How is the playoff picture going to look for DuBois?
So right now, like I said, we're 4-4. There's no criteria as far as wins and losses to get in. But our, school-wise, we want to be 500. So we've talked. We want to win. Hopefully win out here, end up 6-4, but at least win one of these last 2. So we have we'll guarantee a 500 season. Then we'll head into the District 9, next 6, 8, 9 sub-regional playoffs. And hopefully as a 5-5 or 6-4 team. And there, way it works out is that first weekend, November 4th, 5th weekend, that would be considered the District 9 championship, which would be, it's only 2 teams in District 9 Quad A, which is us and Bradford. Bradford's 0-8, so I'm not sure if they'll be getting in at all or not. So if they would, we would play them. If not, we would have a bye that week. Then we'd play the following weekend, the 11th or 12th, against the District 6 champion, which would be most likely, it looks like probably going to be Juniata. It's Juniata, Johnstown, and Bellefonte in District 6. Juniata right now is 5-3. They look at the best team over there. Of course, in the following weekend, that winner would play the District 8-10 champ, which 10 is in Cathedral Prep out of Erie, Corey, and Meadville, and District 8 is Carrick and University Prep. So that would determine that winner there. Then after that weekend, following weekend would then be, that sub-regional champ would then face its districts 4 or 11. So then, of course, it moves on from there. So that's the kind of, recap of how the playoff scenario would work. But, we got some work to do, and hopefully we get a win or two these last 2 games and put ourselves in a good position.
And
let's get going.
All right, let's step aside from high school for a sec. Let's talk about the NFL ranks. We've kind of dismissed them in the last couple weeks. I'll take the blame for it. Just kind of didn't want to talk about them, but we're going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers for a little bit here. Huge win this past week against Tom Brady. No, not a very good record against old Tom Brady there. Right. They're Chuck. So it's just great to see, how we kind of rallied at home there at Heinz Field. Defense played great. We were down a lot of guys. Very depleted secondary. And one starter in there, Terrell Edmonds, who maybe had his best career day. So I want to hear your thoughts and what you thought of the Steelers there.
I'm one that probably wrote them off this game because, especially defensively, with all the secondary being out. But they stepped up and they really came forward and played a great game. Probably, one of their best defensive games of the year. With the depleted secondary, and hopefully that just continues. Sports is all about momentum and catching that wave, and hopefully that continues for them. Hopefully they realize they can win without your T.J. Watts and your Minka Fitzpatricks, and when have people step up when they're out. And when we get those guys back, we'll be that much better. And offensively, we talked a little earlier that offense is only going to get better with all those young playmakers that have Chase Claypool and Deontay Johnson and George Pickens and Najee Harris and Pat Freiermuth. And that offense line hopefully gets better. Gets those quarterbacks, whoever's going to be in there, whether it's Kenny Pickett or Mr. Trubisky, gives them time. And like I said, that offense is just going to only get better. So. In this division, we're not out of it. Everybody's within a game with each other, so, just keep battling and see what happens. I think they're by no means are they out of it. So if they get something together and keep winning and, see what happens by here at the end of the year.
Yeah, we're only going to get healthier on the defensive side of the ball. Keeping rhythm offensively, like you said. Hopefully that offensive line continues to progress in the right direction, move people from the line of scrimmage. Keep that rhythm going. Defense getting healthy. Hopefully we can... catch a little stride here and maybe rack some W's up.
Definitely. That'd be awesome. And hey, like you said, with our Beavers, all you need to do is get in and see what happens.
Absolutely, Chuck. And thank you, as always, for taking the time out of your busy day to sit down with me and talk some football. As always, thank you.
Definitely, no problem.
And you've been listening to the Brackman Chevrolet Buick Punxsutawney Halftime Show on Bigfoot.
Hello, everyone. Jeffrey from Brackman Chevrolet Buick in Punxsutawney. We are huge advocates of youth sports. Without coaches and all the helpers, it wouldn't be possible. Teamwork, camaraderie, goal setting, the learning how to deal with disappointment. These are all skills that our children are learning by being involved in youth athletics, but it wouldn't be possible without these coaches and staff. So when you see them, shake their hand. Say thank you for making a sacrifice for our kids, because they are helping give our next generation of leaders the skills they need to succeed. And remember, Chevys cost less than Punxsy.
Welcome back to Moniteau. We are at halftime. Another 5 minutes or so to go in halftime. And DuBois with a 21-0 lead. And again, DuBois doing a good job from the second half on. Taking care of business on the ground.
Yeah, the first quarter kind of a mixed bag. The second quarter, all DuBois. Couldn't really ask for much more to the DuBois coaching staff there. And I think it sets them up well for the third quarter. I think they can pretty much dictate what they want to do on offense, and hopefully on defense just keep stopping that running game, and I think they'll be fine. I do want to give a shout-out to the Moniteau band. They put on a great performance of some Bon Jovi here. I always like to look at the bands. I've had kids in band at DuBois for years, and good luck to DuBois band tomorrow, by the way. I know they've got another big performance. So, but it's neat because this band, they don't have colors. They just have the pom-pom girls. So that's very unusual. But anyway, good first half for DuBois. Looking forward to the second half. I think they get an early touchdown here. They can kind of cruise their way right into victory.
Yeah, absolutely. And a quick recap of the first half. No scoring at all in the first quarter. Both teams feeling each other out. And DuBois kind of took control in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 46 seconds left in the first half. An 18-yard run up the middle by Garrett Nissel. And then a 3-and-out. And then DuBois went 40 yards to Dalton Yale up the right side for the second touchdown to make it 14.
On a fourth down play, remember?
It was. That's absolutely. That was on a fourth down play. And then, a quick turn of events with an interception with 55 seconds left. The third score for DuBois. Brendan Orr up the middle for 12 yards. So that's your scoring in the first half. DuBois with a 21-0 lead. So I ask you, Dave, what would Moniteau have to do to get back?
Well, obviously down 3 scores, they're going to have to make some plays in the passing game, which isn't their strength, clearly. They have some good athletes. I really like what I've seen out of number 40, Martino. He's a good runner. I think they're going to not want to get completely away from the run. They're going to have to do some of that. But the real key for them is they didn't stop DuBois in the second quarter that I can recall at all. Their defense has to come out and get a quick stop. If they give up another touchdown to DuBois, I believe this game is over. So if they can somehow get a stop, maybe a turnover, go down and score, you've got yourself a ball game. But the pressure is really on Moniteau's defense right out of the gate here.
Yeah, like you mentioned, DuBois will receive the ball to start the second half. If they can drive down the field and score again, I have to agree with you. That's a pretty tall ask of Moniteau to come back from 28 points down.
The fact is, when I look at it, they haven't scored 30 points all year, and the only time they even got to 29 was against the Bradford team that you and I both know is not very strong. So They've been challenged on offense all year long. It's highly unlikely that they're going to get to 30 points. If they have any chance, they're going to have to really step it up on defense. From DuBois' perspective, all they have to do is just take care of the football. Everything else is going to take care of itself if they don't make any stupid mistakes with the football.
Yeah, and like you said, I guess the key to Moniteau is they need to stop right here.
They need a big play at some point.
They do, and if you look at the Brookville game, Brookville played DuBois pretty tough. Moniteau held them, although they lost the game. They held them to 7 points. So they do have. They can step up on defense, and that's what they definitely need to do.
That's the game when I look at it. Like that, that had to be their high water mark of the year. I know they have 2 other wins, but that Brookville game to lose 7-0 is not bad. But they're going to have to find some sustained offense to make this a game.
Absolutely. So stick around. We'll be back for the second half shortly. You're listening to DuBois Beaver football on Bigfoot Country.
Are you happy in your current job, or maybe thinking it's time for a change? Then why not work for a company that actually cares about you? DeLulo Transport is looking for full-time and part-time Class A drivers and owner-operators. Local drivers get home every day, and regional drivers are home through the week and every weekend, and can now earn $80,000 to $100,000 per year, plus a generous benefits package. DeLulo Transport is big enough to deliver, but small enough to care. Give us a call, 814-503-4131. Stop by our office at 349 DuBois Street, or find us at DeLuloTransport.com.
Go Beavers! McDonald's and DuBois will be cheering on the Beavers all season long. Don't have time to run and get some food before the game? DuBois McDonald's McDelivery is on DoorDash. Have all your favorites delivered right to your doorstep. Download the DoorDash app and choose your McDonald's menu items for delivery. Simply pay and track your McDelivery order as it comes to you. Getting the food you crave delivered is a whole new way to love McDonald's. You can also grab a treat on your way to the game at your DuBois McDonald's off the Beeline.
Honey, don't you think it's time you got that elbow checked out?
I don't have time to wait for hours.
What about DWC Express Care?
Who?
DWC Express Care in DuBois.
Personal treatment without the long wait. DWC Express Care on Watson Highway in DuBois provides care for aches, pains, sprains, strains, cuts, colds, and more, along with COVID testing, sports physicals, blood work, plus so much more. They accept most insurance, too. DWC Express Care on Watson Highway in DuBois, and find them on Facebook. DWC Express Care, where they care about you.
Welcome back to Moniteau as we're getting ready to start the second half. Both teams out here doing stretches. And I would like to say, it is nice to see October being Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You do have Moniteau Warriors wearing pink socks with their uniforms.
And the coaches have the pink shirts. And, obviously that's a huge deal. It's really good to raise awareness, and I'm glad to see football in general taking that so seriously. So, kudos to them.
Yeah, that's been around for about a little more than a decade, so it's always nice to see. I remember when our kids did that growing up on their football teams. I don't think there's anybody that cancer hasn't affected, so it is nice to see bring awareness to that every October.
It's unfortunate. It does strike so many people. I work with somebody double mastectomy a couple of years ago. It's so disruptive, and my heart's just out to anybody who has to deal with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, we'd like a shout-out for those listening on Facebook, and I was corrected, it's YouTube. It's not Instagram. So Facebook and YouTube, big shout-out for those watching the game on our live feed.
Yeah, and our man here, Steve, does a great job, and we certainly got good weather for it tonight. See it to be outside, but luckily it's a beautiful night here. I mean, for October 21st, you couldn't ask for better weather.
You know, it really is. I thought about that on the way here, actually, David. We've really only had one game that I would consider football weather, where it was cold, right? You know, jacket weather. You know, even up in the booth, it was cold. You know, we've had a really good spring so far. The temperature stayed up there nicely.
Not good stuff. So it looks like we're getting set here. There's 50 seconds on the clock before they get going. And DuBois will receive, and it looks like they're going to receive down at the end zone, away from the scoreboard based on where the referee's headed.
So that would be facing our left as we look at the field from about the 40-yard line.
We go.
So both teams starting last-minute pep talks from the coach, heading out onto the field, getting ready to start the second half. So we'll have to see. It looks like the kid holding the tee is number 16, I do believe.
Yeah, Connor Alfredo. He's been the kicker tonight.
So Connor Alfredo to kick off for Moniteau.
He does their punting as well.
Okay. On to we have the deep backs are number 2, Nathan Coker, and number 7, Caden Clark.
I haven't called Caden's number much tonight. You know, I think he leads the team in receiving touchdowns with 3.
Yeah, they do. DuBois really hasn't needed to put the ball in the air. I think that's why we really haven't called his name much at all. And it's a good kick straight up front. Onside kick and recovered by Warriors recover it. So a little trick to start out the second half. Moniteau is going to be going on offense.
I love that call. I said to make a big play. They hadn't stopped DuBois at all in the second quarter. Why not try that? You have nothing to lose. And unfortunately, DuBois just wasn't ready for it. And
that could be one of those plays that turns the game around for them. Yeah, they can come down and score here.
You got to capitalize. You made the big play. Now you got to capitalize. So 1st and 10, 2 wideouts each side, shotgun formation, 1 sidecar, quarterback keeper, and that's going to be 8 yards down to about the 40. And yep, that was just a design keeper for Beecham.
There was a lot of room there on the left side. I mean, he was 6 or 7 yards before we ever got touched.
So, second down and 1. And 2 wideouts to each side again in the shotgun. And handoff up the middle. It's going to be a first down. Gain of about 3 or 4 down to about the 36.
They had a host of Beavers on that stop. It was a good push by the Moniteau line. It was 4 yards of push. They've come out in the second half, you know, with a purpose.
So once again, they've kind of abandoned the under the center. They're going with the 4 wideout shotgun look here. Back to pass is Beecham, looks left. Now he's rolled out. That looked like a big time. Oh, there's a fumble forced by Big Z, and looks like Moniteau jumped back on it, but that is a huge loss. That's something in the order of like 18-yard loss.
It is. Zach Gallagher just forced the fumble. Moniteau recovered it, but that ball went backwards another 5 yards.
Now, they would have declined it anyway, but the officials on the near side missed a huge hold. I just couldn't believe the guy was tackled. I was really shocked they didn't call it.
Well, you being a wrestling announcer, that was a pretty good 2-point takedown, I would have to say.
I was waiting for the flag. Of course, again, with the fumble, it was open, but you're going to have that sometimes with a young quarterback.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, that's the tendency for a young quarterback is to throw short. So Wingard in the shotgun, he's going to pass again. Straight up the middle, pass is complete. Right up the middle, touchdown, Cameron Hayes.
What a great throw, you know, after that kind of mediocre throw the play before. Trey comes right back, hits him right in stride, easy touchdown, and that's going to go a long way to salting this game away for DuBois.
Yeah, it really is. Like you said, you know, Moniteau really hasn't put that many points up on the board So DuBois, again, I think definitely from here on out, you're going to see a lot of running.
There's probably some massive substitutions here. I mean, up 4 scores, especially once you get to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you. Get some other players with some playing time in. McAllister for the point after holds good. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 4 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter, DuBois 28, Moniteau 0. You're listening to DuBois Beaver football on Bigfoot Country.
Out-of-town guests coming in for a reunion, celebration, or family function? Make them feel at home at the DuBois Hampton Inn. Group rates are available for your guests, and a clean, comfortable room is a promise. Meeting and banquet rooms are available. Enjoy the indoor pool, and we have wireless internet too. Start your day right with Hampton's free hot breakfast. Call us 814-375-1000. That's 814-375-1000. The DuBois Hampton Inn. We love having you here.
With you from Moniteau today, Sean Schneider here. 28-0, 4:35 to go. DuBois get set to kick off here. The McAllister with his 5th kickoff of the night. Back deep are number 8, Hunter Stalker, and number 28, Cole Scott. They've been trying to kick it to Scott all night. And this time they kick it. It's gonna be down. They caught it picked up at the 1 by Stalker. And he is taken down at the 9-yard line. Outstanding kick. I thought it would go out of bounds. It died.
Yep, and it was a gamble by Moniteau. They were hoping it would go into the end zone for a touchback, but it just died at the 1. He had to pick it up. It's a live ball at that point.
100%, and just terrible field position for Moniteau, and DuBois. The beat goes on. They're in great position here. So Beecham still at quarterback for Moniteau. Should mention he's a sophomore. And I see same formation, 2 wideouts each side with sidecar and design quarterback keeper, and he gets a yard, and that's it. And DuBois just pushes him backwards.
I don't think there's going to be much up the middle now for Moniteau. DuBois, really, that's what they're defending right now.
Well, yeah, and frankly, if they want to run for 3 or 4 yards at this stage, they can have it because they're, you're down 28. You need chunks.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, the clock's running, so you would think that Moniteau would want to put the ball in the air here. You were a sophomore quarterback.
Well, it depends on what, at some point your goal turns from trying to win the game to trying to just develop players. So sure. I don't know if they're there yet, and there's a little pitch play to the left, and there's some room, but good run, but even better pursuit there. There was a pretty big hole, and DuBois closed it up. That was Logan Campbell again.
And Brady Deeb. Yeah, Brady Deeb on the stop.
That's a name we haven't called, so there's some of your substitution. I'm starting to see some whiter jerseys in the game for DuBois, and on a muddy field, that's usually a good sign that they're relatively new to the game.
Yep, they got some good substitution.
So it sets up 3rd and about 4. Kind of a long 4, short 5 situation. And there's an inside handoff. Really, really nice job there. Number 6 for DuBois, Charlie Harmon, really read that play nice and blew it up.
Nice play by Charlie Harmon. It's going to bring up 4th down. So Moniteau, you'd think this was a punting situation, especially from the 15-yard line. So.
Well, yeah, this is kind of the moment. If they punt it here, you're thinking, okay, they're giving up a little bit on the game. If they go for it, they're
definitely giving up on the game if they don't get it.
Yeah, so they are going to punt it away, yeah. And DuBois set to receive at the Moniteau 40, so they're only anticipating about a 25-yard punt. And this is one of his decent punt, gets to the 45 and is immediately taken down. Excellent coverage that time by Hunter Stalker. So DuBois will take over at the Moniteau 44-yard line.
So we'll take a quick break. You're listening to DuBois Beaver football on Bigfoot Country.
Hi, my name is Dan Richards, and I'm a physical therapist assistant at the brand new Radius Physical Therapy in DuBois. I speak for our entire staff when I...
Is to Nissel, first down, but he's split right back to first down marker.
He did slip down, and he was about to be hit anyway, but probably cost him a yard or two. But it looks like a first down to me. Where that ball is, I don't understand why you measured it there.
I don't either. It's right beside the marker.
I did. We're very, very far away from where that is.
You are. This is pretty much, I don't even know why they're bringing it down the field. Just stretch the chain.
What do you think of the official polls?
Okay.
You know, you're like, well, let's just bring it down. Okay. Especially without, and now I'm being serious, without those individual yard line hash marks.
So again, Trey Winger has been your quarterback the whole game, and I think he's done a very good job.
Oh, he's mainly taking care of the ball. I mean, a couple of, youth mistakes, but he hasn't made the big mistake, and that's been the most important thing.
Yep. Pistol set. Trey takes the snap. Give is to. Give is Austin Henry. Touchdown, DuBois.
And I really have to say it. Moniteau does not look good.
Buy at Everything Underfoot. Call or stop in soon. Jim Celabuto's Everything Underfoot, Beaver Grove, Beaver Drive, DuBois.
All right, you here, 35-0 with 11:55 to go. And, I'll say something about that 35th point here after the kickoff. Looks like a different kicker for DuBois.
It is a different kicker.
Can't make out the number. And kick down to the 14-yard line. 25 out to the 30 and taken down at the 33-yard line. That's where Moniteau will take over.
That was Burkett on the kick.
Burkett on the kick. So one thing I'll say, 35-0 means the mercy rule, which means the clock runs. And officials don't like working these blowout games because it's hard to maintain your concentration. And so, the official, we would always say, it better be, if it's close, it's good at 34-0. So nobody was happier to point go through than this officiating crew, who, by the way, I think have, by and large, done a really nice job tonight.
Yeah, I have to agree. You have. Yeah.
So first down and 10. Trips for Moniteau to their left. And Beecham back. Looks left. Nothing there. Now rolls right. Pursuit coming. Looking downfield and taken down. And Delaney, nice play by Bryson Delaney there, but I'm not sure why he didn't just throw it away there.
Yeah, that play was just too late developing. You're going to get pressure when you roll out like that. And, yeah, the smart move would have been just to throw it away.
But give DuBois credit. I mean, the coverage downfield was good. So that'll set up second down and 13. And really, after the first quarter, Moniteau's offense has been completely shut down. They might have gotten 2 first downs since then. And shotgun again, back to pass. Now pressure, trying to cut inside and kind of runs into his own guy and is taken down for another loss of about 2 yards.
Kind of ran right in between Zach Gallagher and John Reese.
And Gallagher
kind of fell forward, kind of tripped over the back of his own guy.
His big Z goes out, and you probably know I'm a Star Wars fan, and so a lot of when Zach gets a sack, one of the things I like to do is say execute Order 66. That's a big Star Wars thing. So
right,
my nerd friends will get that. Third down and about 14. This time Beecham rolls to the left. Lots of pressure again. Guy wide open and is caught. No, not caught. They're saying it hit the ground. Was not going to be anywhere near first down in any case. Would have been a gain of about 5. Instead, it is 4th and 14.
Yeah, as he caught it, he was on his knees if he would have caught it anyway.
Correct.
Down right away.
Yeah, and again, that's that play we talk about. He's rolling to his opposite side. It's just, it was not a good throw, but that's a hard play. And probably a punt forthcoming. And looks like DuBois has number 22 back this time. Jackson Ansley. And high snap handled and low punt takes a Moniteau roll, a really good Moniteau roll down to the 34-yard line. So they did a real good job to handle that snap. That was fairly high, but DuBois will take over.
Yep, so DuBois will take over on downs. Again, it's the only time the clock stops with the mercy rule is a change of possession.
Toss.
So-
Change of possession, official timeout, penalty, or score.
There you go. That's the officials' rule. Yep. So how long has it been since you refereed a game?
5 years, I think.
5 years?
Maybe 5.5. I can't remember exactly, but I mean, I've been in the booth since then.
Right.
They don't yell at you as much up here, which is nice.
No, they don't. It's usually a little warmer up here, too.
That's true, too.
But
I do miss my buddies who still officiate, and I want to give a shout-out to them. I don't even know where they're working tonight, but always need officials.
yes, absolutely. That's one of the things that Pennsylvania's struggling with right now. So Wingard hands off. Ooh, great. Number 28. Right up the middle, Cole Scott. Good play by the Warriors defense. Loss of one.
That's a nice play for the freshman there. Yeah, since we have a little bit of time, I do want to mention that we do need officials on all sports, folks. So, I mean, if you have even the slightest bit of interest in learning about how to do that, I strongly recommend you do it. I haven't done football for years, but I've done baseball and softball for 30 years, and I'm telling you, we're in dire straits. They moved the game last night to Thursday, the Brockway or the Punxsutawney game, because they can't find officials. So it's a crisis.
It is. Yes, absolutely.
AJ on the defensive one.
So Wingard hands off. Oh, again. Big hit, number 52 for the Warriors. Number 52, that's Jaden Keene. Again, strong play. Third down and 12. So again, when you get these substitutions in, you know, you've got some Moniteau Warriors that are trying to make a name for themselves as well, trying to prove something to the coaches that, hey, you know, give me some more playing time.
No matter what the score is, you've got to be ready to play or you're going to get run over.
Well, that's when you get hurt. If you try to slow things down and you try to play timid, you end up getting hurt. So again, Wingard hands off. Number 6 with the carry. Good gain here, but it'll be fourth down.
Charlie Harmon.
Yeah, that's Charlie Harmon on the carry. Brings it out to the 40-yard line.
Just under 7 minutes. It'll be under 6.5 by the time we punt it away here, which looks like we're getting set up to do.
So again, DuBois, just working the clock. It's not a catastrophe. Just protect the football at this point. You don't want to turn the ball over. That's your game plan right now.
No big mistakes, no penalties, and take it to the bus.
DuBois back to punt. Wobbly punt fielded. A good run back.
Yeah, pretty good return out to the 42 there, and
Walker?
Schrock on the tackle.
Nice return for Moniteau.
Once they get the ball set here and the stick set, they'll wind the clock. Right now it's stopped at 6:16 to go here. Now there it's running now. So this game will wind down pretty quickly from here. I don't have DuBois' schedule in front of me. Who do they have next week?
Holiday.
Oh, boy, that's a tough one.
Game. So, yeah, this was really the best
important. Yeah, we knew it was important.
The best opportunity to become playoff eligible.
Back to pass. Kind of pumps it, and now he is taken down by number 69. I haven't called that one yet. Noah Barr! Oh,
big Noah Barr.
I got to give a shout out to Noah Barr. I coached him when he was 10 years old in Little League, and what a great kid, great family. His brothers are in the Marines. Oh my goodness!
Yep. Mike and Missy, his parents.
That's so awesome. Yeah, it's so awesome. I get to do a call for Noah Barr. That's great. Second down and 12. And bad snap and immediate pressure there as he tries to pick it up, and a sack by
Hayden Ross, number 15, Hayden Ross.
And Moniteau's offense just going backwards and backwards here. Third and about 20 now.
So 5 minutes to go in the...
Yeah, I think we're at the point of the game that Moniteau just wants to get this thing over with and put it in the rearview mirror. And DuBois will celebrate, as well they should. Third and forever coming up, and there's a quarterback design keeper, and that's your sign right there that they're like, let's just put this thing to bed.
They have a fumble on the play. The DuBois recovery.
Wow.
Number 67 on the fumble recovery, Joe Stubbs from DuBois.
Nice job, Joe. And, all they wanted to, that's the blind keeper, all they wanted to do was just run it into the line and punt it. Couldn't fumble before he did that. So, really, it's all going against Moniteau now.
It is. And the resulting is going to be DuBois with a short field. But, again, I don't think DuBois is really trying to score at this point. They're just probably going to run up the middle. And
I see a lot of clean white jerseys coming in, too. So.
Right. So, again, substitutions coming in for DuBois. So bear with me because I'm not used to calling these numbers. I'll have to look them up as we go.
They're keeping Trey, and obviously I think that's the right call because he's so young, he's a freshman, he needs the reps. So you're seeing the starting quarterback, I think it's starting halfback, maybe, I can't tell what number that is, and then a whole bunch of tackles.
Trey, you got to call a timeout. Yeah, the coaches up in the booth with us are letting their coaches down the field know they're missing a player.
They took a timeout.
DuBois is going to call a timeout, so we'll take a break. You're listening to DuBois Beaver Football on Bigfoot Country.
Go Beavers! McDonald's and DuBois will be cheering on the Beavers all season long. Don't have time to run and get some food before the game? DuBois McDonald's McDelivery is on DoorDash. Have all your favorites delivered right to your doorstep. Download the DoorDash app and choose your McDonald's menu items for delivery. Simply pay and track your McDelivery order as it comes to you. Getting the food you crave delivered is a whole new way to love McDonald's. You can also grab a treat on your way to the game at your DuBois McDonald's off the Beeline.
Here at Moniteau, 4 minutes and 3 seconds left to play in the game. DuBois up 35-0, and DuBois now has it sorted out. They've got 11 guys on the field ready to go. So it does look like we'll try to get some numbers here. Some of the different players. Looks like Corney in the backfield. It's Corney in the backfield, and it's handed off to number 15, Hayden Ross on the carry. Short gain on the play, gain of 1.
Yeah, they gave him a little bit more, looks like closer to 2, but yeah, not a whole lot there.
No, and again, that's going to kind of be the game plan. Really short runs up the middle.
Just give these kids some experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what you want to do, especially if he took the handoff, but he slipped on the play. That kind of gives him the real feel of having to play in a game. So again, Trey Wingard taking his time, getting the play call, getting the snap there. Again, handoff to Ross. Short gain again on the play, down to the 30-yard line. It's going to be about 3rd and 7.
Clock just goes under 3 minutes here, so
again, yes, less than 3 minutes to go in the game. Again, DuBois has been in control since the second quarter.
I think it was probably going to happen for them anyway, but I look back, the 2 big plays I can recall are that 4th down touchdown for about 43 yards, and then the Gallagher sack after the onside kick. That was looking like, ooh, what's going on here? And then that was a huge play.
It was. I mean, that was a big moment for Warriors coming into the second half. So Wingard under center, handoff is to number 6, I believe, Charlie Harmon. He's going to be short of the first down. Nice gain, though. Gain of about 4.
They'll set up about 4th and 2, and as I look at the clock, if they manage to pick up the first down, they'll be able to kneel on it and finish this game out.
Right. So again, 4-down territory, obviously, down to the 25-yard line. You're not going to punt at this point. So I think they're in good shape whether they get it or whether they don't get it.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. All right, DuBois coaches are leaving the box that were here with us. Trey Wingard now under center. He's taking his time. He's looking at the official. The official, and first down, DuBois, number 15, Con 5, touchdown, DuBois, number 15, Hayden Ross.
Oh, good for Hayden Ross, but the official's like, oh, come on, man, just go down.
It is, yeah. But what you see here, what I was going to say here, you can give more input at being an official here. Trey Wingard under center was looking at the back judge because the back judge is holding the play clock.
Correct.
And at a certain point, he'll give him a signal to go.
With 5 seconds to go, he puts his arm up. And it's the old school stuff. Obviously, you don't see this anymore because they have clocks on the field. It's just about everywhere else you go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when you're trying to kill clock, you just wait for that hand to go up where you can have it.
Yep. So McAllister in for the extra point, and I think we're going to have an offside here.
Not even close. Moniteau jumped at snap by about 3 seconds.
So again, 1:25 here to go in the game. Excuse me, Moniteau at 41-0. DuBois with the extra point attempt coming up. This will be half the distance to the goal, and we'll try it again. Okay, snap's good, holds good, kick is up, and it is good. So with 1 minute 25 seconds left in the game, DuBois 42, Moniteau 0. You're listening to DuBois Beaver Football on Bigfoot Country.
Hey, Kay, when do you start your new job?
Not sure. They sent me out of town to get my testing done.
Why would they do that when DWC Express Care in DuBois is quick and does all the testing that companies require?
That would have been nice. I drove over an hour one way.
DWC Express Care on Watson Highway in DuBois covers all your business health needs, from DOT and non-DOT physicals to drug testings to biometric screenings to respirator fit tests and so much more. DWC Express Care is your one-stop shop for all your business health needs. DWC Express Care on Watson Highway in DuBois.
Thank you from Moniteau here. A minute 25 to go as DuBois gets set to kick off. 42-0. And obviously once they kick it, they'll wind the clock and this thing will be put to bed pretty quickly. And here's the kick. Low line drive kick. And it'll be fielded at about the 20. Out to the 25, 30. He's got a hole. 35, 40 up the side. 45 and taken down. Nice tackle there by number 6, Harmon. Yep.
Just bulldogged him right there about the 46-yard line.
But that was an excellent return. Had a little space there.
Almost had a little bit of life for the Warriors. Try to get the points on the board. That would have been nice for them to be able to do.
I know that DuBois had some good wins early in the season. I know the last few weeks have been tough. This has to be one of their more impressive wins of the season, though. I know Moniteau struggled, but still, for three, ever since the first quarter, they have totally dominated this game.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what they needed to do. Again, the confidence was my biggest question coming into this game with the 3-game slide. But they proved that DJ had them well prepared.
They were ready to go.
Ready to go.
Avoided the big mistakes, and that's the first thing, so not sure. The Moniteau kids just went to the referee and literally were about to huddle around him. I was like, what's going on here?
I didn't want to say, hey, keep this clock going.
Well, and that's the thing. You're not going to get a delay game call here with these young kids out there running clock. Well, he's got his arm up, but I can't fathom they would actually throw the flag. He doesn't want to throw the flag, believe me. He's going to give him all the time in the world. And there's a handoff to number 8, and that's Hunter Stalker. And
post the DuBois Beavers on the coverage.
He gets about 7 yards, and then down to 10 seconds to go. That's going to be your ball game here from Moniteau, unless they really hustle, and I don't think they will. 5 seconds. And that's going to do it. 42-0. DuBois wins at Moniteau.
So we'll be back for a quick recap of the game. DuBois 42, Moniteau 0. You're listening to DuBois Beaver Football on Bigfoot Country.
Are you happy in your current job, or maybe thinking it's time for a change? Then why not work for a company that actually cares about you? DeLulo Transport is looking for full-time and part-time Class A drivers and owner-operators. Local drivers get home every day, and regional drivers are home through the week and every weekend, and can now earn $80,000 to $100,000